Hey everybody, JD Houghton with you inside the Moose Jaw Event Center for game number 3 between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Estevan Bears. And coming into tonight's action, this is a 1-1 series, so now it's a best of 3 with game 3 here tonight, and then game 4 down in Estevan on Saturday night, 7:30 puck drop at Affinity Place. And the Warriors, the last time that they were at Affinity Place, it was on Tuesday night, where they fell 6-1 after outplaying Estevan for about 30 minutes of that hockey game. And then the Bears were able to get 3 in the second, and they kind of just walked away with it from there, winning 6-1 over your Winmar Warriors. Over your Winmar Warriors. And Tyler Hudek, the lone goal scorer for Moose Jaw, on a great feed from Kieran Osberg backdoor, and he made no mistake beating Brady Carr, and that's something that the Warriors have to find a way to do, is beat Brady Carr. The last time for game 1 here on Sunday, Warriors were able to put up 3 on Carr, but he comes in with an over 900 save percentage after picking up the win. And we are about 2.5 minutes away from puck drop here at the Moose Jaw Event Center. Only one other game going on. It is game 3 between Swift Current and Warman. The Legionnaires were able to even up that series last night with a 5-2 victory in Warman. Trey Peterson coming off the IR and picking up 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist in his return to the Legionnaires. And they will face off 7:15 at the Innovation Plex. So a tough schedule for their playoff first round because they're doing a back-to-back last night and tonight. And then if whoever loses, on Saturday, whoever wins tonight loses on Saturday, could force a game 5, which will be on Sunday at the Innovation Plex. Refs joining us onto the ice. And the big news out of the league playoffs last night is Tisdale Trojans, with 7 minutes and 17 seconds left in that hockey game, scored 5 unanswered to tie it at 5. They scored the tying goal with 10 seconds left. Preston Hoppy with his first of the postseason. But unfortunately, they fell 6-5 in overtime to the Saskatoon Blazers. Blazers have a 2-0 series lead in that one, with game 3 going in Saskatoon tomorrow night. And then the other game was the Regina Pack Canadians doubling up the Prince Albert Mintos 4-2 at the Art Hauser Center in Prince Albert. Maddox Schultz picked up 2 points in that win. And so let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by South Country Equipment. On for the Estevan Bears, starting at center will be number 9, Aiden Mohan. On his left wing is number 8, Brennan Jones. And on right is number 7, DJ Brass. And on defense, number 5, Simon Preston. And number 6, Cameron Allard. And starting in net for the Estevan Bears, Brady Carr comes in with a 1-1 record, 2.1 goals against average, and a .945 save percentage. And for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors, starting at center will be number 14, Carson Dykart. On his wings, number 91, Ryan Gibbs, and number 44, Keaton Lesperance. On defense, number 53, Charlie Namath, and number 94, Hudson Sayers. And starting in goal will be Luke McKechnie. Comes in with a 1-1 record, 3.67 goals against average, and an .854 save percentage. Took the loss on Tuesday, giving up 5 goals in that one. And we are almost ready inside the Moose Jaw Event Center for game number 3. It's a pivotal game because whoever wins will have a chance to eliminate the other on Saturday night in Estevan. And in game 2 in Estevan, Jace McNichol had a hat trick, Gunnar Moore had a pair, and Aiden Mohan had a goal as well in that victory. And we are going to sing our national anthem here, folks, and drop the puck. And there you have it, folks. The national anthem has been sung, and the only left to do here on a Thursday night in the Friendly City is drop the puck for game number 3 of this best-of-5 first-round matchup between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Estevan Bears. Series is tied at 1 game apiece, and one of these teams will be victorious and have a chance to eliminate the other on Saturday night. Game 4 in Estevan at Affinity Place. You can catch all the action on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Welcome everybody inside the Moose Jaw Event Center. My name is JD Houghton. Thank you all for tuning in, and we have 60 minutes of some of the best hockey you're going to see across Western Canada. Refs giving the signal. Carson Dykart's going to take this face-off against Aiden Mohan at center ice. Puck is dropped, and we are underway in the Veroba's Family Restaurant first period in Game 3 of this first round best-of-5 matchup between your Warriors and the Estevan Bears. That pass going to go over the stick of Sayers. He regroups, and he's going to curl left wing corner, right wing corner. Feed it near side to Charlie Namath. That's a cross-ice pass. Going to find Dykart. Try to chip it past him. Can't, and Mohan into the middle. Jones, he was tied up. Good stick there by L'Esperance. Dykart gets it out in the neutral zone. Racing forward is Ryan Gibbs. Cade McIver out there on defense. L'Esperance to Gibbs, brings it in. Dykart over to Gibbs. That's going to be flipped down below the goal line to Carson Dykart. Now near side to L'Esperance, up top Sayers. And now one-timer by Namath, and that's blocked in front. Rowan Burgess, 3-on-3 the other way. L'Esperance coming back. Namath is able to take that puck away. And it comes to L'Esperance, end of the long shift. He gets it back to Namath. Charlie Namath now out there. And out of the reach of L'Esperance, he's going to go off, as I mentioned, out there for a long shift. It's now Brown, Fiesel, and Nagel with Franks and Hudek on the back end. Comes right to Tyler Hudek just inside his own zone. Over to Brown, Fiesel cutting into the middle. Brown, his pass, and the puck flipped up on him. And he gets it down low to Fiesel. Max Fiesel to Nagel. Near side wall, goes cross ice. Out of the way of Brown, and now Frank's able to hold it in. Brown tied up there with Quayle. And Max Fiesel tying up his man, Gage Nagel. Right wing side. Home team has won both games of this so far. And that shot blockered away by Carr, and that's going to go up into the netting and out of play. So the Warriors getting their first shot of the hockey game. Brady Carr been a hard man to beat for the Warriors, only scoring 4 on him. And giving up 8. So Osberg, Park, Gibbs, Hockness, McIver out there for the Warriors. And that's one cleanly, McIver. Down to Ryan Gibbs. That goes off his skate. Fiesel a shot and a save there by Carr. Swallowing that puck up, no rebound. Face off left side. Kobe Woda coming in, taking that draw. Warriors are going to win it. McIver, left point, down low. That's going to come right to Ryan Gibbs. Over to Osberg, right half boards. Now cross ice. McIver trying to go backdoor, and that skips through the crease. Ryan Gibbs back to Osberg. Off the goal line, up top, Hockness. Long shot save, and the puck's loose and off the goal line. Refs calling it no goal. Warriors that close to taking an early lead. They scored a buck 25 into game 1. Almost did it here in game 3. And that's going to go all the way down the ice. Just a harmless point shot from Elias Hockness. Almost found the back of the net. Dykart, L'Esperance, Gibbs, Sayers, and Namath out there. This top line back. Going to try to take advantage of some tired Estevan Bears players. We're a minute and 33 seconds into this first period. Comes near side, Allard. That goes off a stick and out into the neutral end. Hudson Sayers at the red line, just throws it in deep. Carr, near side, grabbed by Gibbs. Gibbs, he throws it. Trying to find Namath, and now Nicholson. Over to Schmidt, and his pass goes off the body, or a skate of Hudson Sayers. That's going to be chipped off the boards. Ryan Gibbs over to Carson Dykart as L'Esperance. And L'Esperance over to Gibbs. Shoots, and that's a shoulder save by Carr. Dykart didn't know where the puck was. He gets it to L'Esperance. L'Esperance trying to put it through the feet. Grabbed there by Gibbs and try to feed it far post to Dykart, and that's grabbed by the Bears and thrown out of the zone. McKechnie trying to cover it, and that's going to be centered out front, grabbed by Moose Jaw. And here comes Dykart. That's going to go off the tip of his stick and come right to Robinson. And Franks, that stretch pass finds Jonah Pennell, his first shift here. Pennell a shot, and that's blocked in front. Estevan's really good at getting bodies in front, some of those good scoring lanes. And Thule up top, that's going to split the D and come down McKechnie. To Hudek, up the boards, grabbed by Pennell. And now his pass almost taken away. It's going to come to Hudek. Tyler Hudek chips it up to Maxon Johnston. He gets taken down. Aiden Mohan out there. That long shot is going to be gloved by Brady Carr. And he is going to cover that one up. So we got a face-off right side of Carr, Nagel, Fiesel, Brown with McIver and Hockness. A little bit of a slow start for Moose Jaw. Some turnovers early on, seeing if they can clean that up and get back into this one. And it will be Mohan, Brass, and Jones for Estevan. It's going to be one to Hockness. He's going to walk down that right wing wall and get it over to Nagel. Nagel still has it. Good work there by Gage Nagel. Nagel. He's poke checked. Comes near side to Jones. Jones. It's hit there by Nagel. And it's going to be kicked forward there by McIver. Able to keep that puck in. Now to Nagel. Back door! And just out of the reach of Max Fiesel coming in. Trying to just tap that one home. And that's going to be taken away. Back to Preston. Off the boards into the neutral zone. Hockness misses that puck. Comes to McIver. Merrick McIver. That's a one-touch to Brown. And that gets past Simon Preston. Allard there to grab it. And that's going to get past Moore. And now a foot race. That's going to ice it. Waved off. As Gunnar Moore was able to turn on the Jets. He had 2 goals on Sunday. Jace McNichol McNichol a shot, and that goes up in the air, and it comes left point to McIver. Moore, left wing circle. Now Brown is going to chip that out. Comes into the neutral zone. Now Nagel. Fiesel, 2-on-1. Gage Nagel. And what a stick there by Cameron Allard as he was trying to go over to Max Fiesel. And a chance taken away by Estevan. Nagel. Right circle. That pass cut off. And the Bears are bringing it up ice. Moore takes a hit by Hudek. Comes to McKechnie. Over to Franks. Nice pass to Osberg. That's a high stick. And Ryan Gibbs and Carson Park. Gibbs! And they're calling offside as Carson Park and Ryan Gibbs were on a 2-on-1. Darwin says that was a close one. Warriors leading on the Great West Tire shot clock 4-1. Coming into this game, Warriors led by Gage Nagel. He has 3 points, 2 goals, and 1 assist. Came back in game number 1. See if that same magic can happen here in game 3 back at home. And Gibbs brings it into the zone, but immediately comes out by the Bears. Boston Schmidt trying to put it past the Warriors defender. Comes in, Osberg to Gibbs, and just out of his reach, or might have went off his stick. Up the boards, Sayers can't hang on to it. We have 13:35 remaining in this first period. Charlie Namath, or Ryan Gibbs, is going to golf that to the line, but not out. Flath down to Schmidt. Grabbed by Osberg. Kieran Osberg with the puck in his own zone. Over the red line now. Chips that one in, and that's going to go out of play. And we are 7:13, or 43, excuse me, into this first period. And we are still scoreless. Warriors have had some good chances. Only the 1 shot so far for Estevan through almost 7 minutes of play. And Dykart, Nagel, and Lesperance, McIver and Hawkness. Mohan, Jones, and Brass out there for Estevan. And McKechnie plays it near side. And that's going to come to Lesperance. Keaton Lesperance with Dykart. Carson Dykart shoots, and that's stopped there by Brady Carr. Trying to go high glove, and Carr was there to stop it. Feeds it over to Allard. Over to Jones now. Jones has Mohan going to the net. He's going to cycle that all the way around to Brass into the far side corner. Warriors grab it. That's kept in by Mohan as he was able to get a body on that puck. And Brass tied up with McIver, gets tripped. And now Lesperance up to McIver, has Nagel splitting through. Nagel on a breakaway. Nagel scores! Gage Nagel gives the Warriors a 1-0 lead. Through the wickets of Brady Carr, it's 1-0 Moose Jaw. What a goal by Gage Nagel. A great pass by Merrick McIver, and the Warriors, as they did on Sunday, get on the scoreboard first here at home. What a pass, and what a great goal there by Gage Nagel to give his team a 1-0 lead, his 3rd of these playoffs. And the Warriors strike first. It's 1-0. And the Bears off the face-off at center ice. Going to dump it in. Namath, his pass goes off his stick up into the netting and out of play. So we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw end. It's now Gibbs, Fiesel, and Brown with Sayers and Namath out there. Hudek and Franks on the back end. Burgess, Moore, and McNichol. And off the draw. It's going to be grabbed by the Warriors. Gibbs, left wing pass for Fiesel. That's going to be dumped in near side corner. McIver racing for it. Throws some body on Fiesel. And now McIver has it back near side of his net. Off the glass. Right to Hudek. And Hudek mishandles it. And Burgess, left wing side. McNichol going far side. Trying to go get that backdoor feed in the low slot to Jace McNichol, but he was tied up. Good work there by Wade Franks. So McIver from Fiesel, or Nagel from McIver. And we got an icing on the Warriors. Good crowd here tonight on a Thursday night. Nicholson trying to win that draw. It's a tie-up. Hudek is going to throw that down the ice. Goes off the stick of Preston. No icing. And Brady Carr is going to leave it there for Simon Preston with speed out of his own zone. He's going to pass it to Nicholson. Off his stick, and he gets thrown into the boards. That's going to be a penalty on the Warriors. And that will be Jonah Pinnell going to the box. So it will be a power play for Estevan. They'll get the first power play of this game 3. And they come in with a efficiency of 20%, which is 4th best so far in the playoffs. Moose Jaw's PK, 4 of 5, 80%, which is 4th best as well. And Nicholson getting escorted by the trainer to the dressing room. So 2 minutes for boarding, they're saying. So it will be just a 2-minute power play for Estevan. With the way the refs were conversing, you're thinking maybe it was a check from behind, but that is not the case. And the penalty killers will be Thule, Sayers, Namath, and Johnston. Burgess, Moore, and McNichol with Jones on that right wing. Allard on defense. Allard right side, McNichol. McNichol walks in, shoots, and that's stopped in the rebound, gloved away by Sayers. And that's going to get past Allard into the neutral zone. Johnston takes that puck away. Johnston shoots! And the shot went wide as Allard was trying to tie him up. Good chance there by Maxon Johnston, shorthanded. And that's going to be flipped down. Sayers going for it. Sayers. He's tied up, comes near side, and Sayers is just going to get that puck. Allard's able to keep it in, though. Jones over to McNichol. He grabs it right circle, off the wall. Now right point. McNichol sauces it over to Moore. One touches it to Allard. Out in front of him, he pokes it down to Jones below the goal line right side. And the Warriors are going to get that all the way down the ice. 1 minute has expired on this Water Vision Pools and Spas penalty kill here for Moose Jaw. McNichol having a hard time getting that puck in, finally does. And Tyler Hudek first one on it, and he's just going to fire that one down as the Bears are changing. So no one there at that left point. So McIver with 45 seconds remaining on this man advantage. We're 10 minutes expired in this first period, and is a 1-0 lead for the Warriors. Gets past the Bears defenseman. Comes to Brady Carr. He's going to play it near side to McIver. Cade McIver. The lone power play goal as for Estevan, scored by Brendan Jones back in Game 1. They went 0 for 4 on Tuesday. Brown takes that puck back to Franks. Franks over to Hudek. And Hudek is going to get that. Brown almost sprung on a shorthanded breakaway. Carr comes out to play it. McIver now racing for it. And that clearing attempt goes off a stick. Schmidt brings it in left side. Right side over to Flath. His shot stopped, and the rebound put out of the zone. Carr does. McIver. He shoots, trying to go off the pad as Gibbs was coming down that right wing, trying to get a rebound goal. 9:07 remaining. Warriors leading in the shots, 8-3. And Dykart, Gibbs, Lesperance out there again against Mohan. Now Amberson out there with Woda. Head coach Ryan Pilon has to change up his lines as Will Nicholson was left the game. Not sure if he's going to return. The trainer took him down. And Preston taken down. The puck comes free to Mohan. He brings it out of his zone, 3-on-3. Right wing side to Amberson, and that's icing on the Bears. So we're going to have a face-off in the Moose Jaw end. Warriors are going to change up their lines. Nagel, Fiesel, Brown. Hudek and Franks out there for the Warriors. 8:41 remaining. 1-0 lead for your Warriors, thanks to Gage Nagel's third of the playoffs. And that's going to come back to Quayle. That pass finds. And Woda had a chance coming through the middle. Still has the puck. Kobe Woda. And my apologies, I was saying Wada. So for those watching, I did get your message, and I apologize. Gage Nagel with speed. Drop back door, and a stop by Carr. It's like Brennan Brown got a stick on that one, and good scoring chance by the Warriors. 8:17 remaining in this Veroba's Family Restaurant first period. Nagel, Fiesel, Brown still out there against McNichol, Moore, and Burgess. That's going to be won by the Warriors. Hudek holds it in. Going to rim that around. Now Brown going for it. Left wing half board. Turns and shoots. That's stopped by Carr. That's off the stick of Nagel. Nagel has it. Up top, Hudek. His shot stopped there by Carr with the blocker. Now Moore up ice. Over to Burgess. That's offside on Estevan. Pardon? Face off in the neutral end. Warriors have Park, Gibbs, and Osberg with Hudek and Franks now. Changing things up. Luke McKechnie leaves it there for Hudek. Now up the boards to Gibbs. Park gets it past Allard and goes after it. And Carson Park to Gibbs. That shot off the skate there of Allard. And he's going to get it off the glass. Now Moore gets a stick on that one. That pass from Sayers goes cross ice. Can't find Park. Here are the Bears. Back in their own end. Allard. His hard pass finds McNichol at the Warriors' blue line. Right side, Burgess. He shoots, hits the post as he was taken down. And now Allard off the boards finds Moore. Good opportunity there by Roan Burgess. Hit the post there on Luke McKechnie. He's only seen 3 shots in this first period with 7 minutes remaining. Namath near side to Sayers. That was a bouncing puck over his stick. And Mohan trying to get around Namath. Good play there and hits the linesman. And a good active stick by Sayers. And now it comes to Jones. That's going to be whacked away to Brass. Comes off the goal line, now up to the right point. Brass to Quayle. Wides it, fires, and that's blocked. And Namath gets hit, and that's going to go into the netting and out of play. So we're 6:27 remaining in this Veroba's Family Restaurant first period, and the Warriors have a 1-0 lead over the Estevan Bears. Shots 11-3 for the Warriors in the Great West Tire shot clock. Johnston, Thule, and Pinnell going out there. And that is going to be icing, yes. So looks like Johnston, Pinnell, and Thule will stay out there with Hawkness and McIver on the back end. Bears unable to change. Flath, Robinson, and Amberson for the Bears. And Johnston trying to get that puck. It's underneath Flath. Comes to Hawkness. He shoots. That's tipped. And Thule had a good look. And that pass out front finds Hawkness. He shoots. That's stopped by Carr. And Hawkness can't handle that clearing attempt. No icing. Merrick McIver now has it. And his pass off the board stopped by Amberson. And that pass picked off by Thule. And now that's going to be picked off by Amberson. The puck's in the air. Comes right to Max and Johnston. McIver over to Hawkness. Now Thule to Pinnell. Down into the Bears zone. It's going to come to Carson Dykart. He gets hit. Robinson flips that out, gloved by Sayers, and he gets knocked down. And now Dykart with some room left wing side. They're saying Thule. is going to go to the box. Or both of them. They're taking both of them. So Thule and McIver are going to the box. Still going to be 5-on-5. And Dykart, Gibbs, L'Esperance, Namath, and Sayers out there against Mohan, Jones, and Brass. Dykart can't win that draw. Jones tied up, but he gets the puck out. Sayers grabs it at the red line and throws it in. Cart plays it near side to Preston. And that's grabbed by Dykart, trying to get it up the wall to Sayers. Grabbed by the Bears, and they're out at their own end. Namath grabs that puck over to Sayers. Now back to Charlie Namath. Southeast Saskatchewan product. And Dykart's going to grab it. He gets hit, loses the puck. Preston over the glove there of Namath. And now a cross-ice pass for L'Esperance. Now Dykart. Dykart over to Gibbs. His shot! Fanned on it as he took that on his backhand, trying to bring it to his forehand, and couldn't get a good look. Sayers battling for it. Gets it over to Namath. Off the glass. Glove down by Quayle. And now Dykart shoots, and that's over the net. L'Esperance had an open lane right wing side for that one-timer. Dykart elected to shoot, and it went over the net. Brown, Fiesel, Nagel with Hudek and Franks. We got 4:20 remaining in this first period. Still a 1-0 lead for your Warriors. Allard, right side. That's going to hit a stanchion right to Gunnar Moore inside the Moose Jaw end. Over to Burgess, and that puck's taken away. Brown can't get it out. It's going to be gloved down by Hudek. And now Tyler Hudek with Brown, left wing side, a shot, and Carr is able to squeeze the arm and hold on to it. So it'll be a fresh face-off, left circle. And the shot's 13-3 for Moose Jaw, and they only lead 1-0. Brown. Nagel gets that puck off the draw. One-timer, and that's blocked by McNichol. Grabbed by Burgess, trying to split the D, just dumps it in on his backhand. Hudek. Tying up the man, the puck pops free. McNichol, he's jammed. Coming in to help is Gunnar Moore. And Brown. Near side pass for Nagel, has Fiesel with him. Nagel's just going to take that puck. Trying to get around Preston. He's going to cut back to Brown. A shot, and that's tipped. Able to get his own rebound, trying to jam it away. And now there's some pushing and shoving in front of Brady Carr as Brown was taken down. How was there not a penalty as Brendan Brown was cross-checked from behind? And Park, Osberg, Gibbs, Hockness, McIver, Flath, Nicholson, and Woda. Off the glass, comes to Kobe Woda. Chips it past McIver, now a 2-on-1. Woda shoots, and that's stopped there by McKechnie. Rebound grab by Woda. And that's going to go down. Cooper Flath. 3 minutes, just under 3 minutes left in this first period. Allard, long shot into the glove there of McKechnie. Saw it all the way. Moose Jaw looking to get a late one here to take a 2-0 lead. Osberg's going to take the draw against Flath. Right circle, and We're going to redo it as Flath is going to get waved out. Schmidt comes in and takes the draw. That's going to be one back to Allard. Allard winds, fires, and that's blocked by Carson Park. And that pass in the body there of Schmidt almost coughed it up, but McIver finds Flath and one touches it to Schmidt. Hockness gets stood up. That shot by Woda's blocked. And McIver walks in, shoots, and that's blocked. Gets it left circle, a sharp angle shot. And that shot is also stopped by McKechnie, but it was a glove pass by Cooper Flath. Glad the refs got that glove call right. And the face-off will come back in the neutral zone, 2:26 remaining. And as I mentioned, the only other game going on in the playoffs is Swift Current hosting Warman for game number 3 at the Innovation Plex. They're about 15 minutes into that one. We'll get you a scoring update here shortly. Hudek gets the puck near side, now out to Brown. He's poke checked by Burgess. Gets it over to Quayle at the red line. Quayle dumps it in. McKechnie plays it to Hudek, chips it to Nagel, and trying to find Brown. Brown's able to get a stick on that one into the neutral zone, but Moore is there. And Quayle is able to find Gunnar Moore. Near side to Preston. On the backhand. Gets it down. McKechnie to Franks. And now a 3-on-2, and Fiesel. That's going to go off his stick. Couldn't control that puck. Nagel trying to get it, and Fiesel racing for it against Jace McNichol. And Nagel held up by Allard momentarily. Give him enough time to grab that puck. That's through his seam. Burgess is going to bring it in. Rowan Burgess to Allard, and that sharp angle shot steered away by McKechnie. Jace McNichol with it. Has 4 goals in this series in 2 games. Had 1 on Sunday and a hat trick on Tuesday. And Nagel has the puck. Brings it in. And Sayers battling for it. 1 minute left to play. Trying to find Gibbs was Hudson Sayers. That's taken away by Burgess. And that's just going to be flipped in. McKechnie gets it off the glass. Over to Namath. Bears are changing. And that stretch pass to Gibbs. Grabbed by Mohan. And the Bears take it away. Charlie Namath off the boards. Jonah Pinnell now out there with Johnston. And Ryan Gibbs still. Going to be played down. Brass on it. And that's going to be flipped up. And Gibbs into the neutral zone. 20 seconds remaining. Jonah Pinnell trying to grab it. Brass falls. And Sayers can't glove that puck down. Rolls down to McKechnie. Leaves it for Hudek. 10 seconds remaining. Tyler Hudek up to Lesperance. Lesperance to Gibbs. A shot, and that's blocked. And that's going to do it here, folks, for this first period of play. And Gage Nagel's third of the playoffs gives Moose Jaw a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes here. And the Warriors heavily outshooting Estevan as they did in the first period. Down at Affinity Place, it is 15-5. And let's give you a scoring update between Swift Current and the Legionnaires. Swift Current has a 1-0 lead over Warman. And they're probably about 10 minutes into that hockey game. So here in Moose Jaw, after 20 is a 1-0 lead for your Winmar Warriors over the Estevan Bears. Shots on goal 15-5. We're going to take a short break and be back with second period action shortly. Winmar Warriors hockey right here on Facebook and YouTube. Everybody, JD Houghton back with you to get this second period underway between your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors and the Estevan Bears in game number 3 of this first round best of 5 series. And after 20, the Warriors have a 1-0 lead over the Estevan Bears. That lone goal of the period came from Gage Nagel with his third of the playoffs. A stretch pass from Merrick McIver found him at the Bears blue line. He went in and beat Carr between the wickets. So we'll see if the Warriors can, they got 15 shots in that first period to Estevan's 5. So they're getting lots of shots. Same thing that happened in Estevan. We'll see if the Warriors here tonight can extend their lead and figure out a way to beat them. This second period brought to you by Sask Bus Lines, the official bus line of your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And Luke McKechnie leading his squad out onto the ice. And we are moments away from puck drop here in this second period. And it will be Dykart, L'Esperance, Gibbs, and Namath and Sayers starting things off in this second period. Mohan, Brass, Jones up front for the Bears, so no changes on that end. Allard and Preston on the back end. And Dykart, Mohan getting ready to kick off this second period. Puck's dropped, and we are underway in this Sask Bus Lines second period. And right off the hop, the Warriors getting into the Bears zone. Allard in front of his net, takes that puck, throws it off the boards right to Jones, who fires it to Preston. He has it left circle on his backhand. That stopped by McKechnie, and the Warriors are breaking out. Up to Dykart. Dykart's going to bring it in, drop it for Gibbs, and he's going to lose that puck. Gibbs down low, L'Esperance. It to Dykart, and he took it off. He shoots. That was Ryan Gibbs, stopped by Carr, comes all the way back left point to Namath. Dykart has it, top of the blue line, still with it. Dykart over to Namath, shoots, and that's stopped by Carr. Good work there by the Warriors. Good scoring chance, 50 seconds in to the second period, and some good zone time, offensive zone pressure. Sayers holds the line, over to Namath. Namath back to Sayers. Sayers shoots, and that's off the skate of Allard. And now here come the Bears. This line has been out there for over a minute. Mohan. That pass is going to find Gage Nagel. Down the right wing side. On his backhand. Scores! Gage Nagel with his second of the game. And the Warriors lead 2-0 over the Estevan Bears. His fourth of these playoffs. And it is a 2-0 lead. As Aiden Mohan's pass went all the way down to the Bears blue line, there to grab it is Gage Nagel using his wheels, getting around Cade McIver on his backhand over the blocker of Carr, and we have a 2-0 lead thanks to Gage Nagel's second of the game and fourth of the playoffs. And now out there for Moose Jaw, it is Brown, Nagel, Hudek, Fiesel, and Franks. That's going to come to Fiesel, his shot. Didn't get all of that one as the stick came in last minute as he was shooting that puck. Hudek gets ran over. And Hudek didn't know where the puck was. Here's McNichol out to the red line. And off the boards, grabbed by McIver. Good work there by Hudek, trying to find Nagel. Off a body, and Gunnar Moore, his shot off the glove there of McKechnie. Kind of handcuffed him a little bit. And here's Kieran Osberg. Gets tripped. And no icing, or no offsides, I should say. Burgess with Moore, 2-on-2. Burgess cuts to the middle, trying to go over to Moore, and he had that net. And that's going to find Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs, he gets almost hauled down, but couldn't get a shot off. And good work here by the Warriors. They're turning up the pressure. McNichol going to bring it in. Jace McNichol, a shot, hits the crossbar. What a shot there by Jace McNichol. As I mentioned, had a hat trick in Estevan on Tuesday night. McNichol brings it in once again. Nice moves. And that's stopped by McKechnie. Good work there by Luke McKechnie, stopping the Bears' leading goal scorer in this postseason, Jace McNichol. (19-7) are the shots in the Great West Tires shot clock. Warriors going to change things up. Thule, Johnston, Pennell, Sayers, and Namath. Against Schmidt, Flath, and Woda. Stoppage of play, we'll take a look at Swift Current and Warman in their Game 3 matchup. Back-to-back for that series for those two teams. And Pennell trying to take that pass. Taken away by Allard. And the Bears. And that's cut off. That shot stopped by McKechnie. And then he's going to stop it with the glove as well on Kobe Woda. Hudson Sayers coughs it up in the high slot. And Cooper Flath, who is dangerous, had a good opportunity, and Luke McKechnie there to make the save. Almost 3 minutes into the second period. Johnston going to take the draw against Flath. Comes to Sayers, and that's going to split the D past Quayle. McIver back for it, Carr out. And that is going to go all the way around. Grabbed by Thule. He shoots, stopped by Carr. Good heads-up play by Noah Thule, just throwing it to the net, seeing if a rebound is to be had. And we are 3:10 into this second period. 2-0 lead for your Warriors. Gage Nagel with a pair. All 4 of his goals this series have been at home. So definitely loves playing in front of his home crowd. Gibbs, Lesperance, Dykart, McIver, Hawkness against Brass, Mohan, and Jones. And a little bit of stoppage of play. Oh, ref getting worked on there by Warriors trainer John By. Little stoppage of play. Well, while we have this stoppage of play, let's take a look at what's going on down in Speedy Creek between the Legionnaires and Wildcats. And it is a 2-0 lead for Swift Current now. First one was by, I'll walk you through the goals here. Sam Kerwin with the first early in that game, and then with 6:10 remaining in the first. Mitchell McElhone scored for the Legionnaires. And here in Moose Jaw, 2-0 lead for your Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. Both goals scored by Gage Nagel. Carson Dykart with the assist on the first one. And that second one might be unassisted, as Mohan was the one that passed it to him. And off the draw, Quayle quickly out of the zone, right to Brass. He gets hit. And Jones' shot stopped by McKechnie. And Dykart has the puck below the goal line. Over to Hawkness. Hawkness trying to get that puck. It's going to go far side now. Gibbs and Quayle trying to race for it. Quayle able to get to it. Now Gibbs poking away. Pops free to McIver. He gets hit by Brass. Warriors still have yet to get a power play in this hockey game. Dykart bringing it in. Nice work. And I think Quayle was almost deked out of his skates there. Didn't know where the puck was. And Gibbs goes cross ice. Almost taken away there by Jones. And Hudek, that's going to be offside on the Warriors. Carson Dykart touches up, so we're going to have a neutral zone draw. And it will be on the far side of center ice, so Moose Jaw side of center. Shots 20-10 for the Warriors, and they lead 2-0. Nagel, Park, and Osberg with Woda, Amberson, and Robinson. Allard back, has Park on him, chips it up the boards. And I think it might have touched one of the players on the Moose Jaw bench. So we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone, I guess. Yes. Now on Estevan's side. No changes. Osberg going to take this draw against Woda. And right off the draw, Amberson comes in. Namath goes far side. Nagel is going to get to it first. When Gage Nagel turns up the speed, he can really fly, as you saw on that second goal. Nagel takes it up to Sayers. Now over to Namath. Now Namath up to Sayers. Right side, Nagel. Just off the heel of his stick. And Gage Nagel to Sayers, or Namath. Now over to Sayers, right point. Trying to go back door, and Charlie Namath just out of the reach of him, and that's going to leave the offensive territory and back into Moose Jaw's end. Namath up ice, and Nagel trying to beat out Allard. And I think he did, but they're going to call it icing. That was close, Darwin. I think he beat him. So the face-off back in the Moose Jaw end. And Nagel out there is going to win that cleanly back to Namath. He's going to go off the glass. And Carson Park with a chance. Park shoots, and that squeezes, and wow, on the goal line. What a shot by Carson Park. Squeezes through and almost in the back of the net for Parky's first playoff goal. And Gibbs, Brown, Fiesel, Franks, and Hudek out there for Moose Jaw. Gets Mohan, Brass, and Jones. And Gibbs out there going to take the draw, trying to push it forward, comes back. Hudek all the way around to Fiesel. He's going to take that puck, gets it up to Franks. Over to Hudek, collects off the boards. Now that's going to be down low to, and Brown in front, and a save by Carr. That was a good save there by Brady Carr. Good chance for Brennan Brown. And that shot fanned on. Brown turns and shoots, and that stopped. Fiesel on the rebound. And that's just poked off his stick. What a shift here by the Warriors. Two great scoring chances. And that almost came to Brown for a third scoring chance. And it comes down to the Warriors captain behind the net. Gibbs comes in. He gets hit by Mohan. Brown still battling for it. And up top now, Hudek. Long shot into the glove there of Brady Carr. Actually, no. Might have hit his glove, and it's going to come around. Hawkness can't hold it. You could hear Brown's, and that's offside, they say. I don't know about that one. And the face-off will come on Estevan's side of center. Warriors up 2-0 with 13:57 remaining in the second period. And Johnston with Thule and Pinnell out there against McNichol, Burgess, and Gunnar Moore. Johnston at the blue line is going to get it in. He was at the blue line. They still call it offside. And face-off back in the neutral end. Woda, Flath, and Schmidt out there. Thule's able to find Hawkness at his own blue line off the boards. That's going to be icing as they were trying a little bank pass, and to no avail. An intended target was Noah Thule. Face-off comes back in the Moose Jaw end now. Both lines staying out there, or at least Estevan's line. Schmidt in to take the draw against Noah Thule. Still no power plays for the Warriors. Comes back to Sador. His shot stopped, and the puck's still loose. Pinnell, able to get that puck out of harm's way. Goes off the shoulder of Preston Carr out to play it. Comes to Johnston, and a little too hot for him as he had that net. He could have taken a shot. And that's going to go over the stick of Sador down to Johnston. Trying to wheel his way through a couple defenders. And off the glove of Maxon Johnston out into the neutral end. McIver just throws it in. Carr plays it right side for Sador. Jackson Sidor. And that's grabbed by Woda. Here's Flath. He shoots, and that goes wide of that far post. Comes all the way around. Cade McIver back down. Kobe Woda. McIver and Schmidt battling off the stick of McKechnie right to Pennell. And Noah Thule and him. That's going to find Thule. Thule just shoots. That goes off his stick, hits the glass. Warriors changing up. Thule back. And he hits Sidor. Gets it over to Quayle, though. L'Esperance, Dykart. Now Nagel jumping on to the ice. Comes to Hudek. Now to L'Esperance. Over to Nagel. Dykart going for it. Dykart was tied up by Quayle. Comes to Nagel. And Gage Nagel. To L'Esperance, and he was tied up by Rowan Burgess. Dykart caught that puck at the blue line, but he falls. Gunnar Moore dumps it in. Warriors have it. And Nagel going after it. 2-on-1 potentially. Nagel to Dykart, and shot wide. And Dykart still with it. Nice moves over to Hudek. Hudek shoots, and that's stopped by Carr. Had L'Esperance in front of Brady Carr. Franks activating on that near side boards. L'Esperance gets taken down. Hudek almost coughing it up, and McNichol able to get that puck from Gunnar Moore, who's falling. Jace McNichol overskates that puck, and Wade Franks is going to feed it over to Hudek. Up to Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs, right side L'Esperance. Over to Dykart, and his shot's blocked by Robinson. Now here's Preston. Preston, a shot off a stick, and hits the top of the glass, comes near side boards. Rowan Burgess. We are 9 minutes into the second period. Sayers didn't know where that puck was. Namath trying to get it to him. It comes out in front now. Here are the Warriors, 4-on-2. Namath back to Park, and that goes off the stick of Carson Park. Some good chances, Darwin, by the Warriors here in the second period, and only Gage Nagel has been able to beat Brady Carr. Two really nice goals by the 17-year-old from right here in Moose Jaw. So still 2-0. The score: Osberg, Park, Nagel, Namath, and Sayers. That's going to be played down to Gage Nagel, and that cross-ice feed off the stick, but right to Osberg. Osberg trying to go cross-ice. He fanned on that one. Namath to Osberg. And that's going to go off a stick into the Bears bench. We're almost halfway through this hockey game. Only 2 goals have been scored. Both have been by the Warriors. And let's take a look inside the Innovation Plex. Still 2-0 for Swift Current as that second period is just about to get underway. And tomorrow we have PA traveling down to Regina for Game 3. Regina's up 2-0 in that series. And then the Blazers and Tisdale. And that's Osberg, a shot, and that rolled up a stick and just over the top of the crossbar. Osberg had a goal in the second period in Game 1. That was the game winner. McKechnie around the boards. Allard able to keep it in. Rolls down that near side, and we're, I guess they're saying offside. Allard must have stepped out momentarily. And so tomorrow the Blazers hosting Tisdale at SaskTel Center. And that the Blazers have a 2-0 lead in that best-of-5 series. So both PA and Saskatoon win tomorrow night. 2 of the 4 teams have booked their spot to the semifinals. Octus, good work in the neutral zone, brings it in. Trying to go into the middle, cut off there. And Johnston tried a shot. He was slowed up by Quayle. Comes left point, McIver. Over to Hawkness. And that shot redirects near side to Johnston. Just couldn't get a stick on it. And a stretch pass. Woda can't take that puck, and that's offside on Estevan. 9:36 to play here in the second period. Max and Johnston. I don't think he knew that that puck was coming to him, as he was pretty deep on that far post. Johnston wins it. McIver to Hawkness. Elias Hawkness. That goes off the stick of Thule. Carr behind his net. High off the boards. Right back to Hawkness. And now over to McIver. I don't think McIver was expecting that pass. And Hawkness one touches it to Pinnell. Now to Thule. Johnston down the right wing side. Johnston a shot. And Carr able to make the save. Saw it all the way. And the face-off, right circle of Brady Carr, Gibbs, Fiesel, Brown, Hudek, and Franks. Warriors still with a 2-0 lead with 9:10 remaining in this second period. That's going to be rimmed all the way around. Brown back to Fiesel, off a stick, and comes right to Rowan Burgess. Burgess going to flip it past Franks. Hudek back to play it. And Hudek's going to play it near side as he had a couple defenders on him. McNichol slowed up. Fiesel able to get that puck. Max Fiesel over to Ryan Gibbs. To Brown, and can't get it up to Hudek. And Hudek was hooked. Not sure why that wasn't a penalty. Moose Jaw yet to have a power play in this hockey game. And Preston up the boards. Grabbed by Brown at the line. Now flip to Gibbs. Trying to feed it down low to Fiesel. Goes wide of the net. Hudek activating. Coming down that right wing wall. Cut off by Moore. Now back to Jackson Sidor. Brown trying to pick off that pass. Comes to Burgess one-on-one. Good work there by Wade Franks with the stick. And now Brown takes it from Gibbs. Brown over to Fiesel, and that's cut off by McNichol. McKechnie softly plays it over to Sayers. Now Gibbs, able to get a stick on it. Carr has L'Esperance on him. That's going to come near side. And Gibbs, L'Esperance, Dykart out there with Namath and Sayers. Up to the point and off the stick of Charlie Namath. And that's going to be flipped into the near side corner. Cameron Allard over to McIver. Now Robinson finds Amberson. Amberson trying to get around Namath, and he gets taken down. Cooper Flath leaves it for Allard. Allard right circle to Robinson. Sayers trying to poke at that puck. Now Dykart has him pinned, and Flath the shot, and that's wide of the net. Carson Dykart with speed over to Nagel. Gage Nagel trying to get around Flath, and that's a good stick by Cooper Flath, cutting away that scoring chance. Hawkness going to flip that down. McIver just gets it into the Moose Jaw end over to his cousin, Merrick McIver. And McIver over to L'Esperance. Back to McIver, and that stopped. And Nagel back to Dykart. And Nagel had a good look. That's going to get past Jones and down the ice. That will be icing. What a chance. Gage Nagel just holding on to that puck maybe a little bit too long. And Gage Nagel maybe should have shot that puck as he was a turnover. And with Nagel's shot, could have tried to beat him up high. Hawkness, long shot stopped by Carr. Rebound all the way to McIver. And that shot stopped there by Brass. He flips it into the Moose Jaw end. Brass and Jones with Mohan now out there. Park, Osberg, and Brennan Brown. Into the middle, Park, a shot stopped by Carr. Carson Park had a partial breakaway there on the power play in Estevan on Tuesday, unable to hit. And that goes through a seam right to Franks. His shot, and that's wide. Carr was screened. That missed the net. That was a good chance by Wade Franks. And Dylan Brass He's going to find Jones now rink side. Mohan and the glove save by Luke McKechnie, near side post. And Woda, Schmidt, Flath, Thule, Johnston, Pennell, Sayers, and Namath. 5:29 remaining in the second period. Warriors still lead by 2. And Woda can't take that puck. Comes up to Preston, just trying to kick that down the wall. They're banging away at it. And Preston push off Thule and Sayers and Woda tied up. Pennell gets it to Namath. Far side for Thule. Now out to Pennell. That's going to be icing on Moose Jaw with 5:01 remaining in the second period. Only one power play in this hockey game, and it went to Estevan. And they are 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Thule, Pennell, Johnston. Namath and Sayre still out there against McNichol, Moore, and Burgess. Warriors get that down the ice, and that no icing, they say. So Johnston and Pennell, 2-on-1. Johnston had Thule all by himself. Maybe didn't know he was there. And he gets hit near side corner. He's still battling away. And McNichol with that puck, tied up with Pennell. That's going to find Moore. Tyler Hudek trying to get it out, can't. Up the boards, right to Brown. Off the boards to Fiesel. Max Fiesel down the right wing side to Brown, and that puck was bouncing. That was a good opportunity for Brendan Brown, the captain, to get his first of the playoffs. Great pass, just the puck was bouncing. Couldn't get good wood on that shot. Nagel now joins them with Franks and Hudek. Brown's going to take the draw against Flath with Woda and Schmidt. And Brown in a foot race, far side corner with Allard. Up the board, Schmidt gives that away to Nagel. Up to Fiesel, right point. And Schmidt able to drive that puck forward and into the Moose Jaw zone. Hudek gives it right up to Cooper Flath, and he scores. Able to beat McKechnie through the wickets, and the Bears finally on the board. Cooper Flath with his first of the playoffs. Able to sneak it under the pad of Luke McKechnie, and it is a 2-1 hockey game now. Still for the Warriors. Shots 29-14 for Moose Jaw with 3:57 remaining. And Allard trying to throw it up. Comes down to Flath. Schmidt going in front of the net. Flath back on it, and that's stopped by McKechnie. And that's off a stick. Right to Dykart. Now he finds Gibbs with L'Esperance. Keaton L'Esperance. And Gibbs' pass. Can't find Dykart. Comes hit. A clearing attempt hits a stanchion right to Hawkness. Now Gibbs. Feeds it to McIver. Back to L'Esperance. And now Gibbs overskated that. Dykart brings it in. Nice move. And poke checked. L'Esperance has it. One-timer, and that's wide by Hawkness. Good play there by the Warriors. Dykart to L'Esperance. That's chipped out by McNichol. And the Warriors had it in momentarily. They get it. Dykart over to Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs. He's hit by Preston. Now up the boards to Moore with Burgess and McNichol. Warriors still Gibbs, Dykart, and L'Esperance. McNichol. Backdoor, they score! Cameron Allard, backdoor from Jace McNichol, and we are tied. Back-to-back late goals here in the second period, and the Estevan Bears have tied the game. What a pass by Jace McNichol. his 5th point of this postseason. And we have a good third period coming up. Luke McKechnie gets some stick taps, some pad taps by his team, and Osberg, Park, and Nagel out there. See if the Warriors can respond. Bears with some momentum and pressure. Only 16 shots they have. And Osberg gets taken down. So Estevan back in this hockey game after the Warriors took a 2-0 lead early in this period. That's where it stood until about 45 seconds ago. And Quayle knocks down Park. Warriors got to dig deep here. And they got 2 minutes left in this second period. Osberg's going to curl back. Now Namath takes it on his backhand. Charlie Namath. That's going to go wide. Finds Osberg. Kieran Osberg. Now to Sayers. Over to Namath. He's going to bring it down. Now down to Nagel. Nagel gets tripped. And that's going to be a penalty. Warriors going to the power play. Nagel. And that's going to be stopped by Carr as Nagel walked in that low slot. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle. But the Warriors finally go into their first power play of this hockey game, which is brought to you by Moose Jaw, Carpet One Floor and Home. DJ Brass going to take the trip. And the Warriors will have their first power play of this hockey game to try to get back their lead that they had. And they are 1 for 8 on the power play, 5th in the playoffs. Estevan's PK is 87.5, which is 3rd best. Fiesel, Lesperance, Gibbs, McIver, and Dykart out there. Preston can't get to the line, but not out. Dykart down to Fiesel. Max Fiesel up to Gibbs, right circle, down to Fiesel. They change spots. McIver through a screen, and that's off a stick and wide of the net. Lesperance, he's battling, and Preston takes down Fiesel. No call there. Max Fiesel getting back up, and the Bears are going to throw it down the ice. Ryan Gibbs gets it from his goaltender. Going to rim that all the way around. And they're saying offside. I think that should have been an interference call on Max Fiesel. But the Warriors didn't get it. We're in a 2-2 hockey game here, folks, with 1:02 remaining, second period. Face off in the neutral zone on Estevan's side of center. Osberg, Brown, Nagel. It will be Brown. Nope, Brown's getting waved off. Park, Gibbs, Osberg, Namath, and Nagel. And that's Allard back to Quayle. Quayle rips that down. We're under a minute left to play here, folks. Warriors looking to get a late one on the power play. 1:05 remaining. That's going to be dropped for Nagel. Namath to Osberg. Over to Park. Now Nagel. Nagel shoots. That goes off a stick. And near side boards. Osberg. That's a one-touch from Brown, and Park couldn't get to it, and that's going to go down the ice. 45 seconds now on this power play. 29 left in this period. Charlie Namath drops it for Nagel. Up to Park. Now Nagel's going to take that from Carson Park. Nagel in. In front. Osberg a shot, and that's stopped, and Estevan's going to throw it down the ice. 10 seconds remaining in this period. McKechnie's going to play it over to Charlie Namath, and that's going to do it here, folks, for the second period. Warriors add 1, the Bears add 2, and we are tied at 2 with 1.7 remaining in this second period. So the Warriors, they will have about 14 seconds of power play time to start the third period. And Johnston, Brown, Thule, Namath, and Sayers out there with 1.7. And the puck is dropped, and that's going to do it, folks. And after 40 minutes, we are tied at 2 between your Warriors and Bears in Game 3 of this first round best-of-5 series. The Bears with 2 quick ones late in that second period, tied the hockey game after Gage Nagel, a minute and a half into the period, got the Warriors a 2-0 lead. Warriors will start with 14 seconds of power play time in the third frame. Shots on goal 30-17 for Moose Jaw, and we are tied at 2. We're going to take a short break and be back with third period action shortly. Winmar Warriors Hockey right here on Facebook and YouTube. Everybody, JD Houghton back with you to get you set for this third and potentially final period inside the Moose Jaw Event Center. And after 40, we are tied at 2, heading in to the Sudamel Electric third period. And in that second period, Gage Nagel with his second of the hockey game, fourth of these playoffs. He scored 1 minute and 18 seconds into the second period, and then it was 2-0 up until 3:57 left. Cooper Flath with his first, able to kind of go end to end and tuck it underneath the pad of Luke McKechnie to get them on the board. And then just over a minute later, Cameron Allard with his first, a great backdoor feed from Jace McNichol to tie the game at 2. Shots heavily favor the Warriors, 30-17 after 40, and they're going to have 14 seconds on the Moose Jaw Carpet One floor and home power play to start this third period. We're unsuccessful in that at the end of that second period with the power play that they had. This is only their first power play of this hockey game. Estevan's only had one as well. Warriors will look to come out strong and get an early goal and take a 3-2 lead. See if they can find a way to beat Brady Carr in this period. And with all the scoring that Moose Jaw had in the regular season, it's tough to kind of see that for the time being the well's a little dry. Gage Nagel has scored 4 out of Moose Jaw's 5 goals through over 2.5 games. You know, we have players like Kieran Osberg who had over 50 points. Ryan Gibbs had 36 goals. Brennan Brown, Max Fiesel, like a lot of these guys that scored in the regular season having some trouble here early on in these playoffs. So Warriors need a win here tonight to try to eliminate the Bears on home ice or on the road on Saturday. Puck is dropped and we are underway. Warriors immediately get it in to the Estevan zone. That's going to be kept in by Ryan Gibbs. Overskates the puck, goes after it, gets to Sayers. Now going cross ice to L'Esperance between his legs. That's going to do it. We're back to 5-on-5. Moose Jaw 0 for 1 on the Moose Jaw Carpet One floor and home power play. Dylan Brass has that puck. Out there with Jones and Mohan. Good work there by Sayers. Puck pops free. Gibbs, Osberg, and L'Esperance out there with Sayers and Namath. It's going to be flipped up to Gibbs. And Gibbs goes rink side to Namath. Namath flips it to Osberg, and that's going to come down on Carr, and he's just going to cover that one up. And we are 44 seconds into this third period. Still tied at 2 here, folks. Moose Jaw and Estevan both changing up their lines. Park, Dykart, Nagel, McIver, and Hawkness with Schmidt, Woda, and Flath up front for Estevan. Shots now 31-17 for the Warriors. Park going to take the draw against Flath. Has a goal here tonight. As I mentioned, Warriors need to win this game as they want to have a 2-1 series lead going to Estevan on Saturday. Schmidt. That pass is cut off. Comes to Gage Nagel, now poked free. Parks taken down by Woda. And now a stretch pass. Cooper Flath over to Schmidt. They score! And Estevan, 1 minute and 7 seconds into this third period, are going to take a 3-2 lead with 18:53 remaining. Flath to Schmidt, and Boston Schmidt getting his first of these playoffs. And now Brown, Gibbs, and Fiesel with McNichol, Burgess, and more. Warriors need to respond here. Down 3-2 early in this third period. And Gunnar Moore back to Cameron Allard. That's going to go up to Burgess. Luke McKechnie is going to leave it. That's pass taken away by Burgess. Rowan Burgess up to Allard. Long shot. That doesn't find the net. And now Hudek up to Fiesel. Max Fiesel, left wing side. Over to Hudek, and that's taken away by McNichol. And he's going to find Allard. Now up to Moore. Estevan with all the pressure. Now right side for Burgess. He shoots, and that stopped the rebound. Grabbed by Ryan Gibbs. 36 goals in the regular season. 1 assist here in these playoffs so far. Gibbs, a shot, and that's off a body. And goes wide. That's thrown all the way down the ice. That should be icing. Yes, it is. And the Warriors are going to have a face-off in the offensive zone. So it will be Thule, Pinnell, and Johnston with Namath and Sayers. Gut check time here for Moose Jaw, down by 1 in this 2v7 matchup. Moose Jaw with 32 wins on the season. And they've been in tough against these Bears. McIver up top, kept in by Namath. Now at the left point, Robinson. Going to get it up to Amberson. And that's going to be chipped in. So the Warriors have seen their 2-0 lead evaporate, and they trail by 1 here with 17:35 remaining in this third period. Hudson Sayers, pass up to Thule, is able to get a stick on it. Brady Carr out to play it. And now Quayle has the puck. Johnston able to keep it in, and now Thule, he's taken down, almost was able to find Pinnell. Charlie Namath off the boards. And now Thule going to the, over to Thule, and that's shot wide. And Keaton L'Esperance, right circle. His shot stopped, and the rebound couldn't be put on net. 3 minutes now into this third period. That long shot into the glove of McKechnie. And a little bit of a quick whistle there. So Warriors in tough right now. Down 3-2. Mohan, Brass, Jones, Osberg, Gibbs, L'Esperance. And Hudek and Franks for Moose Jaw. Over to Franks. Now Gibbs. That's a long stretch pass to Osberg, right? And Simon Preston back in his own end. And Gibbs taken down. Warriors have the puck in their own zone. Franks off the boards. Grabbed by Osberg. Now a 3-on-3 the other way. Kieran Osberg to Ryan Gibbs. And that pass goes off the stick. Franks going to throw that down. And Allard has it behind his net. Osberg, the lone defender. And Mohan's pass taken away by Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs down the right wing side. A shot stopped and the rebound put wide. Good chance by Moose Jaw. Dylan Brass gets that into the Moose Jaw end. McIver back to Osberg. 4 minutes now expired in this third period. Still a 3-2 lead for Estevan. Now McIver, a shot off a stick into the netting and out of play. And the faceoff will stay in the Estevan end. .33-20 are the shots for the Warriors, but they trail by 1 here in this third period. Brown gets waved. Nagel comes in. Out there with Fiesel. And Sayers and Namath. Both Moose Jaw players overskate the puck. Quayle. That's going to go over to Schmidt. And now Schmidt. Backdoor tip forward. They score. So Moose Jaw now down 4-2 here. As Boston Schmidt getting his second of the hockey game. Warriors have a little bit of work to do now as they're down by 2. It was a tough play for McKechnie as he got pushed into the net, made the initial save, but again, another 2-on-0 for Estevan. So Dykart, Nagel, L'Esperance out there with Hudek and Franks. Moose Jaw won game 1, 3-2 here at home and lost on Tuesday in Estevan by a score of 6-1. L'Esperance to Nagel, a shot. Wicked backhand steered away by Carr. L'Esperance up to Hudek. Hudek, a shot. Blockered away by Carr. And Nagel up top, Franks. He's able to keep it in. Dykart now. That puck sticked away from him. McNichol and Nagel tied up. Preston comes in. He's tied up with Dykart, able to bring the puck out of his own zone. And that is going to hit someone on the Moose Jaw bench. So the Warriors, up until about 3.5 minutes left in the second period, had a 2-0 lead, and the Bears have scored 4 unanswered to take a 4-3 lead, 4:50 into this third period. Scoring update, Legionnaires still up 3-0 over the Warman Wildcats in Game 3. And Namath trying to come back. Woda's falling, but is able to get it to Schmidt. And a delayed offside on Estevan. Warriors do get it out in the neutral zone. Quayle throws it in deep. Charlie Namath. High off the glass, gloved by Woda. And he's tied up by Fiesel. Now over to Osberg. Kept in by Estevan. Osberg swinging a miss on that puck. They're battling away. Now Fiesel with it. Over to Ryan Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs to Fiesel. Over to Osberg. And that's shot wide. And Flath is going to take out the net, and we're going to have a face-off down in the the Estevan end. Shots 34-21 for Moose Jaw, and they trail by 2. So gut check time here for the Warriors. Unfortunately, can't give up another goal. Nagel, Brown, L'Esperance, Hudek, and McIver out there for the Warriors against Mohan, Brass, and Jones. Nagel, been a spark here tonight, looking for his 3rd of this game. That's going to go down. L'Esperance there. Flips it to Nagel. Still has it. Nagel trying to find Brown, and that's going to be dumped down the ice. No icing. Or it was going to be icing, and McKechnie thought it wasn't icing. And now Brown with L'Esperance. Now Nagel over to Brown off his stick into the glass, and Brown now below the goal line, left wing corner. To L'Esperance, and good stick there by McIver. Brass trailing. Brass around the net. That goes off his stick and into the stands. 34-21 are the shots. And Robinson, Flath, and Amberson out there for the Warriors. McIver now 3-on-2 by the Warriors. Over to Pinnell, over to Johnston, and that goes off his stick. Good chances here by the Warriors. Pinnell, he's hit there by McIver. And the Warriors still have it. Good job there by Noah Thule. And that's off his stick. Warriors back in the neutral zone. Thule is going to chip that to himself. And Flath with speed up to Amberson. Now cross ice, cut off there by Thule, now up to Johnston. Johnston a shot, and Carr makes the save. Flath and Johnston tying up that puck, left wing half boards. And Quayle takes down Pinnell. And Thule to himself. Noah Thule. That's going to go far side corner. And Pinnell trying to drive it down. Kept in by the Bears, and they get it out. Sayers, long shot. That's going to go all the way into the far side corner. Here's Carson Dykart. Now Namath into the high slot. Puck swatted off his stick. And now it's coming in. Namath pinching, and now a 2-on-1 here for Estevan. McNichol and Amberson. McNichol over to Amberson, and a good stick by Moose Jaw. Gage Nagel or Dykart knocks off his man. Now Park over to Gibbs. Gibbs back to Park, and that's taken away by Estevan once again. And Franks on it. He has speed. Gets around McNichol. Trying to get it over to Park off the body of Burgess. Now Park and Preston. Near side corner, Preston. Coughs up the puck. McNichol and Gibbs in there. Both Weyburn Red Wings draft picks. That's where McNichol was playing for the first part of this season. Allard, left side. And that's going to get past Moore. Now a foot race with Hawkness, and that's icing on Estevan. 11:27 remaining. Time starting to tick away here for the Moose Jaw, as they saw an early 2-0 lead evaporate now, and it's 4-2 Bears. They've scored 2 in this period. So if the Warriors lose here tonight, they'll be down 2-1 in the series, and will have to win on the road to stay alive and force a Game 5 back here in Moose Jaw on Monday night, 7 o'clock. And Nagel up top for McIver. Long shot, that's off the shin pad. And Osberg got the puck but blew a tire. Here's Moore. And that's taken away by Osberg. Now Gage Nagel with speed down the right wing side. Nagel a shot and stopped by Carr. And Nagel's able to keep it in left side. Nagel cross ice Sayers. Sayers a shot blocked by Moore. And now Woda going toe-to-toe with McIver. Woda a shot, and that's wide of the net. In front, Flath the backhand. And McKechnie is just going to hold on to that one. 10:46 now. .10:46 left. Brown, Gibbs, and that backhand stopped by McKechnie. Hudek, and now here Gibbs and Fiesel. Gibbs, a shot, and he fanned on that one. Up to Schmidt. 2 goals here for Boston Schmidt. Woda has it in the Moose Jaw zone. Grabbed by Brown. Quick pass, cross ice to Gibbs. And now Ryan Gibbs. And that's a shot stopped. Rebound picked up by Fiesel. And the puck leaves the zone. Comes back to Gibbs, now Brown. Brendan Brown, a shot, and that's blocked. And Quayle felt that one. Ryan Gibbs, a shot stopped. And Franks, another shot, scores! Wade Franks makes this a 1-goal game! What a shot by Wade Franks! Warriors with 9:55 remaining make this a 1-goal hockey game. His first of the playoffs. Wade Franks gets his team back into this one. And they're only down by 1. What a shot by Wade Franks, beating Carr, high blocker. And Franks near side Hawkness. That's going to go down the ice. Hawkness. Carr plays it for Allard. Cameron Allard. Warriors got some life now. That's going to hit the stick of brass. And Franks now near side with Nagel and Dykart. Dykart with it. Up to L'Esperance. L'Esperance trying to give it back to Dykart. And it's going to come into the neutral zone. Hudek's going to play it near side Namath. And Nagel trying to take that away. Has a lane. Over to Dykart, and L'Esperance had a shot. And that pass goes off his stick. Hudek trying to play it down. Bears are offside. Warriors. And Hudek is going to bring this puck in. Left side for Dykart, and that's poked away. Namath can't get to it. And it's going to go off the body of Nagel. Allard. Back to Amberson. That hits a stick. Delayed offside. Dykart plays it deep. Franks now with it. Wade Franks off the boards. No ice, they say. Carr, 8:30, is going to leave it there for McIver. Warriors just need one more to get this game tied. McKechnie is going to leave it. And Namath tied up. That's going to be a penalty. Warriors going to the power play. And Gibbs take that long stretch pass. Gibbs. Up top, Osberg. And that's finally going to be touched. So the Warriors are going to go to their second power play after Charlie Namath was hooked up by Cooper Flath. So the Warriors need to score here, down by a goal with 8:05 remaining. What a glorious opportunity, Darwin, for these guys to get this game tied. Wade Franks has gotten them back into it with his first of the playoffs, and see if someone else has a spark here for Moose Jaw. Osberg, L'Esperance, Gibbs, Fiesel, and Sayers. And Osberg's tied up. Gibbs going for it against Allard. Allard's hits Gibbs, comes up top, Sayers. Now down to Ryan Gibbs. Gibbs is going to hold on to it, top right circle. That's just going to go wide of the net. Come back to Osberg, near side. Now Fiesel. He loses the puck, and that's going to be thrown down. 1:35 remaining in this Moose Jaw Carper One Florinone power play. Warriors desperately need a goal here with 7:35 remaining. And now that's offside. I thought that he was, he was not offside from my angle here, folks. Face-off coming back. All the way back in Moose Jaw side of center in the neutral zone. Gibbs, L'Esperance, Fiesel, Sayers, and Osberg out there. Puck's going to come free. L'Esperance gets it to Sayers. Now a $1:20 remaining. Sayers is going to turn on the Jets. Sayers is going to drop it for Gibbs. Over to Osberg. He's going to bring it into the zone. Kieran Osberg. He's going to go left side for L'Esperance. He's tied up now. Now back down low to Osberg. Spins around Preston. Has it left half boards. Up top, Sayers. Sayers to Gibbs. Back to down low to L'Esperance. Over to Osberg. Left point. 55 seconds remaining. Osberg up to Sayers. Sayers left side. Right side. Sayers one-timer, and that's stopped by Carr. And Sayers holds it in. Down to Gibbs. Ryan Gibbs, right side. He shoots, and that's trying to go high glove, short side. And he misses. Sayers over to Gibbs. Once again, back to Sayers. Now Osberg. Right circle, and that goes over his stick. Puck's up in the air, bouncing. Fiesel trying to get it and drive it down that left wing boards. 20 seconds remaining on this power play. L'Esperance up to Gibbs. Gibbs shoots, and that's blocked. Fiesel now left half boards. Up top, Sayers, 10 seconds. He shoots, and that's blocked. And that's going to leave the zone. Sayers is going to grab it. Warriors now 0 for 2 on the Moose Jaw Carpa One Florinone power play. They got 6 minutes left here. Down by a goal. Couldn't score on that power play. And that's offside on Dykart, so face-off's going to come outside. Warriors, who had the second-ranked power play coming into these playoffs, have only scored 1. They are now 1 for 10 on the man advantage in these playoffs. Dykart with Nagel and Brown, Hockness, and Franks. Franks, see if he has another one in him to get this game tied. And that is going to be off the stick of McIver. Kept in by Hockness. Long shot, and that's tipped wide by Brown. Good shot there. And Nagel, nice work. Gage Nagel to Hockness. Long shots. I don't know if that got on the net. And Dykart crushed in the near side corner by Quayle. That's going to be thrown down the ice for icing. 5:24 remaining in this third period. McIver, Namath come out there. Fiesel, Gibbs, and Osberg now out there. Warriors need a goal here. 5:24 remaining in this hockey game. They're down by 1. That's going to be won by Quayle. And Quayle's going to play it back. Gibbs takes it in front and just off this. Fiesel couldn't get the tip. That would have been nice. And that pass to Jones goes off his stick. Near side boards now. 5 minutes remaining. And Fiesel can't get to that puck. Kept in by Mohan. Namath over to McIver. And the puck still bouncing. Brass in front. And over to Namath. That's going to be flipped out in the neutral zone. Gloved by Allard. That's going to go off a stick. And into the Moose Jaw end. Namath with 4:35 remaining. Warriors looking to get this game tied. That goes off a skate right to Carr, and he's going to hold on for a face-off and a whistle with 4:30 remaining in this third period. Bears up by 1. Wade Franks able to get his team on the board, or back in this hockey game, I should say. So Dykart, Nagel, L'Esperance, McNichol, Burgess, and more. And it comes up. Franks shoots, and that's blocked by Simon Preston. And Nagel up to Hudek. Has it. Left wing boards. Now down to Nagel. Nagel in front, and L'Esperance's shot, and that's snared by Carr. 4:06 remaining, third period. And Brown, Osberg, Gibbs, Hudek, and Franks out there with Flath and Schmidt and Woda. Puck still sitting there on the dot. And it's going to be played down. Osberg around the boards. Hudek can't hold the line. Gibbs. Oh, and that's given away. Woda, right wing side, a shot, and that's wide. Now Ryan Gibbs to Osberg. And Osberg in front! And just through the crease was Brendan Brown, and Osberg up top, no one there. What a chance for Brendan Brown, and it went right through the crease. That pass finds Osberg. Comes near side. Osberg, left wing corner. Up to McIver. McIver near side. Right circle. Trying to get a tip in front. Sayers racing for it. Left wing corner. Now Osberg up top, and Sayers was out of the zone. Warriors have to retreat. 2:59 remaining. Now Brown. His pass off a stick. Burgess down the ice. Brown. He's checked. And Sayers. Over to Fiesel. One-on-one with Allard. And it comes right to Charlie Namath. Wasn't really expecting that pass. And Moore is going to flip it out of the zone. Wade Franks dumps it right back in. 2:29 remaining. That's off the stick. Fiesel over to Dykart. Back to Fiesel. And right to Fiesel. And that's stopped by Carr. And that's going to go down the ice. 2:18 remaining. That's going to be an icing. I imagine that head coach Trevor Weisgerber may pull his goalie here. A timeout. And it will be timeout for Moose Jaw with 2:16 remaining. And the scoring summary to this. Gage Nagel got the lone goal of the first period, and then he scored a minute and a half into the second period to make it 2-0 for Moose Jaw. Then the Bears would score 2 unanswered in that period to tie the game, and then early in the third would get 2 quick ones as well to make it 4-2. Wade Franks, the most recent goal scorer for the Warriors, as he picked up his first of the playoffs. A great shot. And here it is, folks. Is Luke McKechnie going to come to stay on the bench? No, he's going to stay in his net, wait for his team to get possession of the puck. It will be Nagel, Namath, Lesperance, Dykart, and Franks here. McKechnie way out of his net. Nagel looking to win this draw against McNichol. That's going to be one near side. Lesperance trips, comes up to the top, and Burgess is going to get it out. Gunnar Moore there. He's just going to try to pin it. Moore. That's going to come out. Burgess. They're battling. They're trying to. We're less than 2 minutes remaining. The puck's still covered. Everybody's jammed in there. They finally blow it down. $1:53 remaining. So Warriors looking to get offensive pressure. And Schmidt, Woda, and Mohan coming onto the ice. Hudek going to relieve Namath. Join Franks, Dykart, Nagel, and Lesperance. Looking to get some offensive zone time. That's one cleanly. Allard. He shoots, and that hit Schmidt in front. Warriors have the puck. And that's back to Allard. Out into the neutral zone. Dykart is going to play that in deep. McKechnie waiting to get the sign. Warriors haven't got the puck yet. And that is going to be gloved by McKechnie. And he's forced to cover it up after Schmidt was hard on him. McNichol, Moore, and Burgess coming back onto the ice. Osberg, Brown, and Gibbs. Hudek and Namath. 1:30 remaining in this third period. Bears with a 4-3 lead. And Moose Jaw's going to win it. Namath. Over to Osberg, and McNichol trying to cut off that pass. And it hits the ref. And it finally pops free. Now Gibbs. It's going to be there for Osberg. Osberg's going to bring it in and go rink side for Namath. Net's empty, and that shot's tipped wide. And we're under a minute left. Net is empty, 6-on-5. Osberg's pass off a stick of Burgess. Now comes near side Gibbs. Now Park. Up to Brown, and he just fires that. Preston off the glass, kept in by Osberg. Comes near side Franks. And Franks down to Gibbs. Gibbs to Franks, and that rolls over his stick. 34 seconds remaining. And now Franks. And they're saying icing. .9 seconds. Warriors looking to get this game tied, and Luke McKechnie forced to go back into his net. Gibbs, Osberg, Namath, Brown, and Franks. McNichol, Mohan, and Burgess out there. And that's going to be one back. Charlie Namath, 20 seconds remaining. Overskates the puck, and that's going to be ripped off the boards. And that pass off the stick of McNichol. Namath didn't know where it was. 10 seconds remaining. That's going to be dumped down. And Burgess, far side boards. That's going to do it here, folks. The Bears are going to walk off with a 4-3 victory. Still 0.6 seconds left, and the Bears are going to win here. They're going to take away the home ice for the Warriors and win 4-3, scoring 4 unanswered goals between the second and third. And that's going to do it, folks. The Bears are going to take a 2-1 series lead over the Moose Jaw Winmar AAA Warriors. And it is going to come down to a Saturday night showdown in Estevan on the road, and the Warriors have to win to keep their season alive and force a Game 5. Final score, 4-3, Wade Franks with 1, Gage Nagel with 2. Final shots, 41-22 for Moose Jaw, and they fall 4-3 and are behind in the series 2-1. My name is JD Houghton. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you at Infinity Place at